Rolling.
It feels so much fun.
Ah, baby, let's twist some out.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Comedy Cove Presents What's Happening. I'm your host, Johnny Hollywood, along with my two esteemed co-hosts, Gene Nagle and Anthony Crescenzo. I don't have any lines or bullshit made up for next week. I can't.
Good.
I can't always be there for it, but Gene is so wise. I have no idea. He's just
Really?
wise. Yes. And Anthony is just so
I know a thing or
handsome.
two about a thing or two.
Love that Captain Crunch mustache.
I love it. Okay, guys, so the name of the show is What's Happening, where we talk about what's happening. And we have some really cool stories for you this week. We've got a story about the Minnesota flag being considered racist. We also have stories about sharks. What else do we have? Oh, and
There's sharks all over the place.
and sweet cakes. The couple, the Baker couple that was accused of being homophobic.
Yeah.
Refused service, and now they got a fine. So we're going to talk about that too.
Yeah, it'll all go along with gay marriage, obviously.
Anthony, what do you got for the show
You get
tonight?
married?
What do you got for the show
I
tonight?
think we're going to talk. I think tonight we're going to talk a lot about gay marriage.
Gay marriage, okay? And Gene, what do you?
I was
what do
thinking
you
about
bring
the
for
whole
Mark?
the whole rainbow light up on the White House. First time in history that and so many close days to July 4th. We did it on red, white, and blue.
Right.
Why do we do this?
I don't know.
Why? It's political, you know that.
All right. So what do we want to lead off with, folks?
It's going your direction.
And the other flag, by the way.
Yeah, the other flag and the battle
other
flag.
flag,
Yes.
the Confederate flag.
Well, we'll get to the flags.
And how important is that? And why are the Dukes of Hazzard involved in this thing?
Well, you know something.
No one watched that show when it was on.
Well, let's talk about the flags then. Okay.
Actually, before we even go anywhere, let's lead off with top story of the day. Today
What happened
is
today?
the anniversary, the 1 year anniversary of the video of the shovel heard around the world.
What?
I don't know if
Shovel?
you guys have probably seen this video. It's been big on Break.com and a bunch of other places.
What happened?
All right, so there's a fight between two girls, obviously in the South. Two white trash girls start having a fight, and they're on one of the girls' properties, and the girl is getting punched in the face really hard, she's getting kicked in the stomach, and finally she says, "You need to get off my property, get off my property." And the girl goes, "No, I'm not getting off your property." So the girl whose property it is goes into the back of the house, and the other girl goes, "Oh, no, you're not." The girl who
Like
owns
this?
the house. No, not like that. White trash. Goes into the back of the house, grabs a shovel, and the other girl goes, "Oh no!" Runs away. The girl has the shovel in her hand, throws it at the other girl, collapses right in front of her car. Runs away. The winner of the fight ran away.
What happened? She killed her
You've
with a
never
shovel?
seen this video before?
She
No.
killed her with a shovel?
No. She didn't kill her with it. She just threw it at her.
She hoid it.
She hit her in the head with the shovel.
Oh. Now wait though. But that goes back years ago to YouTube. The Shovelhead video. Have you ever
The
seen that?
Shovelhead video is only a year
No.
old.
No. Shovelhead is an
there's
old
another
video where a guy's sitting on the front steps and a kid comes behind him with a spade shovel, and you actually hear the shovel and it goes dunk, and he hits him on the back of the head, and the guy pops up like a jack-in-the-box and makes this noise and falls over. It's the funniest video I've ever seen in my life. It's called Shovelhead.
And how happy are you that you just remembered Jack in the Box?
I love Jack in the Box.
you're like, I saw that panic in your eye for one moment.
It was Jack in the Box.
Sean's not originally from New Jersey, so he has a lot of Western
That's
references.
the
You're not
show.
from New Jersey originally?
No, I was born in Davenport, Iowa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's why you're so white.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the Caucasian.
German and English. That's the pollutants in the Italian. Thank you.
That corn?
Why are you
Yes,
checking out his
It's not corn.
For those of you
Peanuts.
that are,
Peanuts.
for those of you that are listening to the show instead of watching the show, Gene just decided to take a look at Johnny Hollywood's behind.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. So let's talk about.
Excellent.
Let's lead off with the lead story. Just
Let's
a
go
moment
for
of
it.
silence for this shovelhead. Okay. All right. So our lead story ties into a theme that's going on in America right now.
Which theme is this?
Wisconsin
Mhm.
just got a little more stupid, Anthony. According to Judith Harrington, an associate professor at the University of Wisconsin, La Crosse, the Minnesota state flag is offensive. You ready for why it's offensive?
Why
Why
is
is
it
that
offensive?
offensive?
Because it shows a white man working. Yep,
Yeah.
you heard
Yeah,
it.
never seen
You
that
heard it.
before.
He's like shoveling or something, isn't he?
He's plowing. He's
Yeah.
plowing the field. A critical examination of what the flag is saying, however, should make Minnesotans reconsider what their state flag projects about their state. Let's take a quick look at what you wrote. It says, a close examination shows the central figure to be a white pioneer dressed in work clothes, wearing a wide-brimmed hat and pushing a plow. He is the iconic image of a hard-working, rugged individualist who works alone to chop the trees, plow the land, and protect his home. He's looking over his shoulder at an Indian who is riding a horse and holding a spear. The contrast in the image of the figures is interesting. The image of the pioneer, a peaceful man who has laid down his gun and is plowing a field, is juxtaposed to the Indian, who may still want to fight, his spear at the ready.
We're not laying down our sabers to make plows.
No.
Yeah.
But the Indian who seems to be riding away, the pioneer farmer, is using a plow, the symbol of civilization. The white man is depicted as a doer who is entitled to the land, trees, and water, empowered by the concept of manifest destiny, while the Indian is vacating. He is a tenant. A peaceful transition is suggested, but it ignores the tense and problematic history between European settlers and the Indians, such as the complicated history of the treaties and the Dakota Wars. More problematic is the depiction of a racist, stereotyped Indian who wears only a loincloth and a feather. Forget the Confederate battle flag. We now need to refer all references to white people. So, I've seen the flag.
So the people who created the United States of America,
Are now racist for doing it.
yeah, that
Yeah.
makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, this is the flag. That's the flag.
I'm not saying discovered the United States, because obviously they weren't the first ones.
I don't
here.
see the Indian spear, but I
No.
think that's
It's kind of benign.
Is that
it is
the-
benign. I'm going to show it to the camera. That's the flag.
Can't see it.
They can see it.
They can see it.
They can see it. And if you can't, you just go to Minnesota State flag and just take a look at a JPEG associated with that.
So where are we going? Where are we going?
I don't know, man. I think this country is losing its shit. Literally. We're going after
I mean, how?
the battle flag of the Confederacy. We're going after the Minnesota state flag. We're taking time-honored, time-understood traditions
Mhm.
and symbols and connecting new meanings to them.
Yeah.
So,
Because some knucklehead wrapped himself in the Confederate flag.
And shot it by.
What if he wrapped himself in the American flag?
right.
Or the German flag?
Right.
We go to war with Germany?
No. This is, I mean,
We go to the UN and say take that flag down?
do we go after the Hindus and say they can't use the swastika anymore because Hitler messed it up for all of history?
I think we're getting too politically correct.
This is
Way-
this goes beyond.
way
This
beyond.
is looking for problems where there
We're,
are
you know
none.
what we're looking
Yeah,
for?
that's true.
Looking for bones and ice cream.
Yes, bones and ice cream.
Mm.
I did have fish ice cream once, and I did find a bone.
You're the first guy.
Fish ice
No,
cream.
but I'm saying,
That's-
it's ridiculous.
This is getting. I mean, first of all, this is an associate professor. Why are we giving him even that much credit?
Mhm.
They're an associate professor.
You only wait 15 minutes for him.
And here's the craziest.
I could be an associate professor.
How is it?
Easy.
How is it?
I know, it's easy.
No, it's not easy.
But here's the crazy part.
Yes. There's a
It's
crazier part.
racist. This flag is considered racist because it shows a white man working. Is that where we're at in this country?
I don't know. I can understand if they're saying it's racist because you're showing the white man as a doer and the Native American as the problem creator.
No, you don't see that there. You just see people in a flag.
That's what you
You see the
But that's what
heritage.
he's saying,
and you see
you're
what-
seeing it right there.
No, he didn't
No,
say that. No.
you're not seeing that at all, Ant. All people are reading into things
Yes.
using a contemporary frame of reference.
Their logic,
right.
warped or not, reading into this.
Reading into this, right?
Based on their beliefs, and they're looking for stuff. They're
Right.
looking for stuff.
They're just I think
Well, then on the same note, then the American flag should have all the red taken out of it because the red is the English symbol for all the blood that was shed during the wars.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Let's
but
do that.
Let's do that.
Tomorrow.
Well, tomorrow we'll
Yeah,
start
we
a
don't have time
petition.
tonight.
You know, we'll do. You know,
We're busy. We have a lot of things to talk about
Yeah,
tonight.
Because
Yes.
the blue is for the Navy, because there was a huge, strong Navy.
All right, naval
very-
battle.
Yeah, exactly. That's why they had the blue in there. The white, I have no idea. Maybe contrast. I could never.
Oh no! Draw your conclusion.
Make it-
Because
yeah,
because we're racist.
Because there's a bunch of white people in England.
There you go.
Here we go. This will be
And we
tomorrow.
took their
This will
flag
be
because
tomorrow's cause.
we're
The white-
stealing everybody's culture.
Yeah,
Why
the
not?
white
We're stealing the
souls
English
that were-
culture. We're stealing German culture.
Right.
We're stealing Indian culture, Native American, whatever culture.
I honestly think using that prism, you can look at any event in history and find the evil in it.
Sure again.
You can find the evil. You can find the evil in the crucifixion. I mean, they used wood. We shouldn't build our houses out of wood. They crucified Christ on wood. I mean, where are we going to go with this? How far do you
That's
think it's going to go?
excellent.
Isn't it?
Well, they already
we can start
did was-
something with this. I think we got a church coming up.
Yeah.
Well, they already did that racist Jesus. It was the Mel Gibson movie.
Well, that wasn't racist. That
No,
was,
but they
racist.
pushed it out to be like, oh,
anti-Jew.
Yeah.
But
Wasn't
that's
the
not
Jews,
racist,
the
that's
Romans.
zealotry. And it was the Roman. Yeah. Anyway,
I mean, so you guys
It's just
should
a
say
matter of-
Metz Christ.
yeah, lots
Christ
of priests,
killer.
yeah.
half Christ.
No.
No,
Mexico.
killer.
Killer Christ.
Christ killer.
Christ
Okay.
killer. But it was the Romans that killed him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It
anyway,
was a combination.
No, it wasn't. No,
So-
I saw the guy with the hammer.
right. So.
Yeah, really, you were there?
Yeah.
So guys, this is just
I'm old.
indicative
Yeah,
now.
you are.
This is just the Confederate battle flag now is considered racist. You can't hang a noose for Halloween in front of your house. You can't. What else can't you? You can't go in blackface. You can't. I mean,
The blackface thing bothers me.
Okay, all right, that bothers.
No, I mean that we can't do it.
Oh, then we can't do it.
Because I love Jolson.
Jolson was great,
I
but,
love
but
Jolson.
this is really becoming ridiculous now. You can't say or do anything. You really have lost freedom of expression at this point. I mean, honestly, because anything you say or do can be construed as wrong.
Only for Caucasian.
Yeah, that is
No,
true.
that's
I
fine,
mean, I
yeah.
have noticed that any
Yeah.
time, and I hate to say this because this will sound racist, but it's almost as if every black guy that gets something done, you got to throw him a party because he got it finished.
That's
It's almost,
that's
but
just
that's,
black.
but
now.
that's the expectation, though,
But is that,
isn't it?
yeah, go back to the Confederate flag. Is that historical
I don't
to
know
the
what-
South,
Yes.
or is it racist?
No, that's
It's one or
that's their war flag.
that was they fought us.
Right.
They lost.
Right.
Bingo.
Well, you know, my
It's
opinion
their
of the flag
heritage.
is I think anybody who wants to fly that flag should be able to fly
Yeah.
that flag, so at least we'll know who the wagbags are.
Or should we have said that? Should we have said that 100 years ago and said, bullshit,
Yeah. Well.
take that down
Yeah.
because we won,
Yeah.
right?
Well, man, you
So
know,
were we being compliant? Were we being sympathetic to their cause?
actually,
right? So,
actually,
and not racist. not-
I've read where that flag was used to brand them to let people know that these were the rebels.
and there's about 7 of those flags, by the way.
Yes.
The
Yeah.
one you see the most is the Virginia flag.
Right.
The
But
Virginia
but
battle flag.
I read somewhere that it said that the reason they were almost forced as a badge of dishonor
Mhm.
to fly that
Oh,
flag.
like the stars with the Jews.
Kinda, yeah, like the way the Nazis made the
Mhm.
Jews wear the star.
No, we didn't make them. They were there.
We.
No.
We.
No.
The North.
No, yes, but no, those flags were there as a badge of dishonor.
Yeah.
That they were this.
But we didn't make them fly.
No, they were.
No, they were. That was their deal.
Save your Confederate money, the South will rise again. Yeah,
And the
I
and the
love
weirdest,
Gray.
love Gray.
The weirdest part about this whole story is that like everybody's
50
complaining.
Shades of Gray.
50 Shades of
Let's
Confederacy.
let's connect that now.
Connect the dots. Those Southerners are beating women. I have no idea
What?
where that came from.
Yeah.
All right.
But you know where it came from.
You-
Lunacy.
Lunacy.
This is lunacy.
This really
This is lunacy. It's
You know,
absolute
that's
lunacy.
like, you remember the numbers? Now, 6 and 5 equal 11, and 11 is the devil's number. Because 1 and 1 is 2, and 2 is the symbol of Satan, and Satan, you know, you ever hear those people
There's
do
no
that?
accuracy to any of that.
No, there is not.
That's not the point.
The only thing that was accurate was that the 6 had something to do with it.
You know, I was down.
Acronym of the-
I was down in
that's
North
6
Carolina.
and 6.
We had a restaurant in Union City, and we had this engineering firm down the street. They were all Swiss people,
Mhm.
right? And there were 3 floors of these engineers, and we had like 3 shifts of lunch. And we decided to move to North Carolina to save money. So they said to us, I called my father and said, you gotta come down here. There's no food down here. There's no food down here. And they found a place for him, you know?
And he started a restaurant?
No.
No.
But I remember going, my father flew down there, and then my aunt and my mother and I drove down there. But I remember they were turned around on the streets, going down the wrong ways and stuff. And I remember people going, she had the New Jersey plates.
Yankee?
And Yankee, go home!
Yeah.
Yankee, go home!
I will relate a story. This is a true story. This happened to me. I was training power companies how to use this environmental software.
I remember this.
This is a great story. I was down in South Carolina, and I go in, and we had to implement testing because we had to prove that I was doing my job and they got the information and that they were well versed on it. So we had to give them a quiz at the end, and I had to keep the test scores and give them to the VP because if the factories went into pollution out of compliance, the VPs went to jail. They were, that's how it works, right? EPA comes in and goes, you're going to jail. Your company's out of the
I tried to do Eddie Clark eyes. It didn't work.
Didn't work. So I said, listen, guys, I need you to pay attention. We're going to work this out. I want you to get information. I'm going to give you a quiz at the end of this. And one of the guys, his name was Huey Biggs. I will always remember Huey. He said, damn, Yankee, I quit high school, stopped taking tests. I was like, holy shit. And then my name was Bo. They were calling me Yankee, and then they started to like me, and then they started calling me Bo.
Or is Bomi?
I don't know. That was just the nickname they gave me. So then, as I was leaving, Huey is by his car with a giant silver gun. And he goes, you leaving now, Yankee? And I said, yup, I'm going straight to the airport. And then he pulled the trigger 3 times. And he goes,
Do it again.
I was,
That's it.
you know when you feel that feeling you're sucking on tinfoil? And he says, I wouldn't point a loaded gun at you, Yankee. I like you. I was like, you motherfucker. And I drove that. That is my memory of South Carolina.
I was in North Carolina, so you were further down.
Oh, it was awful.
I remember that. I remember the
awful.
pulling out guns going, Yankee, go home.
Yeah, but you know what? If he had a Confederate flag,
So
I
was
wouldn't
I-
know what to expect.
So I should have some reparation for that, right?
I should. We should get reparations.
Yeah.
You want how many acres do you want?
40
You want a mule?
and a meal.
Okay. All right, guys.
I'd like 2.5. We had a good week on 2.5.
2.5 acres. All right, now that, all right, I guess, what do we solve with this? Nothing. We solved nothing.
We're just debating
Well,
it
here's-
again, because it's so ludicrous. The
Yeah.
whole thing is so ludicrous and convoluted. I mean, this topic, you could talk about this for 100 years.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, the Duke's a hazard. We have to take that over TV.
You know what it is?
I mean, really, first off, it's a shit show.
But we're corrupting the historical. We are not teaching in our school systems the historical significance of any of this.
Mhm.
And this is where I think these people are losing their shit because
We're
if
also
you
in
don't
we're also in
learn,
an election year.
yeah, but if you don't learn what that flag was about in the
Yeah.
beginning, and all you see are Klansmen and people coming after you in the middle of the night, burning crosses on your lawn with that flag,
Mhm.
then that's all you know. It's a racist symbol.
Symbol.
Yeah.
But that's not what it
Symbol
is.